WEPED owed me a public apology for poorly packaged scooter. I'm a customer and should be treated with the highest respect and care for supporting your company. There is no instructions with the Sonic X on how to connect cables in scooter or where to place them. I asked for installation video and didn't receive one. And I did. I asked WEPED to make me a installation video. They never did. WEPED never made a custom video for me. They never did. They never delivered, right? I go on and I says, again, why was my Sonic X front tire not pre-installed like Voltage Motorworks? His scooter was packaged the right way with care, but mine wasn't. I addressed these issues in public, but no one from WEPED came in my topic. Because normally when you address issues like this, the business would normally come to your channel, go into the comment section and try to, evaluate the situation and sort things out. Do you understand? Publicly. WEPED did not do that. All right. I says, now that I seen your new video, I'm going to address this, this issue more because it's not right and I'm not happy as a customer. Notice how I am eloquently speaking to the owner of WEPED. You see how I'm doing that? So they can never say I didn't reach out or I never did this or I never did that. They're not delivering. Let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens next to see what's going on. Now, it gets really interesting here. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but I'll read it. Basically, WEPED sent a video, right? They sent a video showing, let me see. They said Sonic's first delivery was a mistake, meaning mine. WEPED just admitted to me that my delivery was a mistake. Right? This is what they said. Let me see if I could get this thing up for you. It says, Sonic X first delivery was a mistake. I'm so sorry. Notice how he's admitting to guilt. And the cost of putting the battery in and sending it was too expensive. I later found out how to send it cheaply. That's going to Vancouver. It's true that you got it first in New York City. You see that? Isn't this interesting? So he went on and he says, could you please delete this video and tell me? Notice that. He's asking me to delete my video. Look to the right side of the screen where it says, could you please delete this video and tell me? He want me to delete my video titled WEPED Sonic X Unboxing, Part 2. E-scooter was damaged on arrival. He want me to delete my video. Yeah, the audacity is crazy. The audacity, absolutely crazy, fam. But it gets worse. Watch this. Check this out. This is me sending them messages yesterday. It says today on the screen, but I did this yesterday. I sent him a message because look what it says at the top. Let me see if I can get the cursor for you. Right? Let me see if I could get the cursor for you right here, right? Look at this, right? It says, could you please delete this video and tell me? Meaning, delete the video and talk to me privately. I don't want the public to know that, scooter was delivered damaged. I write back because I waited a day or whatever the case is, and I says, my Sonic X did not come with a 15 amp charger as advertised on your website. Do you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see that? The receipts. Do you see that? Notice how I'm communicating with the owner. I said my Sonic X did not come with a 15 amp charger as advertised on your website. My scooter came with a slow 4 amp charger. Was the parts shipped for my Sonic X so the scooter could be repaired? I asked before and didn't get no answer. Do you see the conversation between me and WEPED, ladies and gentlemen? They busy trying to ask if I could delete a video about the scooter being delivered damaged and using that with underlining motives of quid pro quo by holding back the parts that I need. I says I'm watching another Sonic X unboxing and their scooter came with the 15 amp charger. Do you see that? Notice, this is why they went and edited their website, ladies and gentlemen, because they got caught. They sent somebody else the 15 amp charger, and because they did that, and they know that I know that, they edit their website, so now, oh, everybody gotta buy chargers now. No, you owe me a 15 amp charger. Pay up. I said, I'm waiting. Look, I said, I'm waiting. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? WEPED quid pro quo exposed. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm waiting for new taillight, key ignition, with keys and left-hand brakes. These are damaged parts, right? And I'm also waiting for the fast charger. They gotta ship that as well, right? Notice what WEPED said, ladies and gentlemen. Would you mind solving this first and then telling me? Do you see that, ladies and gentlemen? That is called quid pro quo. Are you seeing that? To all you guys in the scooter community that banned me, how do you feel now? I guess this is not something you all need to look into. I guess you should turn a blind eye to this one, right? Because basically, WEPED is saying that in order for us to ship you out your parts, we want you to delete that video first. That's basically what WEPED is saying. Something for something. That's exactly what WEPED is doing. So that means, where's the warranty? Where's the customer service? Where's their integrity? You see that? Notice this. Think about this. They said, would you mind solving this first? I'm asking them, I'm waiting for the new taillight, the key ignition, the brakes, and I'm waiting for my 15 amp charger because they got to ship that too. They owe me that. They got to ship that out. I don't give a fuck what edits they want to do to their website. You owe me a 15 amp charger. Period. Yes, blackmail. Yes, all of those things, man. There's a lot of crimes being committed by WEPED. Yes, this is beyond wrong. It's gross negligence. You understand? It's unethical. It is beyond evil. Do you understand me? They basically are saying, ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to rectify the situation, we need for you to delete that video first. I'm not deleting a motherfucking thing. You're going to do what's right. Because now I'm going to make this even more of a big deal. I don't think WEPED is smart at all. I'm a journalist. This is what I do. I report. I break things down. They literally are doing illegal things right now, publicly, and don't realize it because they want to hide everything. This is what they've been doing all this time, hiding their hand, gaslighting, doing a bunch of crazy stuff. They're literally saying, we will do this, but first you got to do this. Give us something for something. It's no different than if your supervisor know you've been wanting that promotion and you go in a room and you're like, hey, the promotion is good. Yes, definitely. You're definitely going to get that promotion. I'm definitely going to select you. But before we do that, in order for you to get that promotion, I'm going to need for you to give me some fellatio, and I can definitely make that happen for you. Imagine your supervisor telling you that, lady, that in order for you to get your supervisor, in order for you to get your promotion, your supervisor is telling you that you have to give him head or have sex with him in the office first. That's harassment. So what WEPED is doing to me right now is harassment, it's racism, it's extortion, it's bribery. Do you understand how many crimes? This is criminal. Do you understand? Gross negligence on their part. I do not recommend anybody do business with WEPED at this point, because that's an act of discrimination right there. They're literally saying, hey, we know that you need the parts. We know that we shipped you a product that's damaged, but we want you to delete the proof. We want you to delete the proof that we sent you a damaged scooter. And then once you do that, then we'll send you everything that you need. So to all the attorneys out there, and if you, ladies and gentlemen, know of any attorneys that deal with these type of issues, because I will be further seeking legal counsel regarding this issue. And WEPED days are pretty much numbered at this point, right? And I will be continuing to make more videos to make the public know not to do business with WEPED, because they could have pretty much resolved this issue a long time ago. They could have been did this. It's bad enough that I waited from April 24th till now, and I still don't have a scooter to ride. You see that? So all they had to do is the right thing by shipping out the products. But this is what happens when people have the love of money. The root of all evil comes out. The love of money is the root of all evil, which why some covet it after they have erred from the faith. And this is pretty much what's happening with WEPED right now. This is the downfall of their company. This is the beginning of the downfall of WEPED. Because let me tell you something, fam. Situations like this can get very serious to the point where this opens a can of worms where now their company is now being investigated. And before you know it, you have all different types of agencies that's going to want to look into their books, want to look into everything and find out, wait a minute, this company been operating in a way that is unethical. They've been cutting a lot of corners, doing a lot of shady business practices, really, really unethical things. You see? So it's very clear that what you're seeing on the screen is a clear-cut case of quid pro quo. Expose. WEPED is basically saying, in order for us to ship out your tail light, your key ignition, and your brakes, and your charger, because they have to ship that out too, that's being added to the list. You have to ship out my 15 amp charger, and every parts that you ship out better be brand new. Because if you ship out anything that's faulty and anything happen, you will be held liable for compensation and various sorts of damages. You will. So you better make sure that everything is up to standard and shipped promptly to my home address ASAP. So to whoever is behind WEPED, if you're watching this stream, start packing those boxes and start delivering those packages. We're not playing any games here. It's about to get pretty hot. You understand? And if you notice, ladies and gentlemen, I never communicated with them after that. I never communicated with them after that, and I'm not communicating with them no more. I'm not communicating with them no more. The next one who will be communicating with them is an attorney. Do you understand? Because what they're doing now is illegal. If a scooter has a warranty, I should not be met with quid pro quo tactics, bribery, or any sort of blackmail or extortion tactics. No tat for tat. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, and ain't none of that. I'm not in no contract with WEPED when it comes to content and videos. You don't own my content. You can't request that I delete a video and then you'll do the right thing. That makes no sense. That means that you're guilty and you don't want the public to know that my testimony was out there. You want to have a clean record. We're not going to have that. You understand? The public will always know that you shipped me a damaged scooter, even if you turn around and deliver the parts. You understand? And I will continue to let the public know not to do business with your company, even if you sent out the parts. It doesn't really matter. You have created this problem with gross negligence because of greed. You understand? So you can see by the comment, ladies and gentlemen, the character behind WEPED. They're shady, unethical business practices. It's very evident and clear. Right? Quid pro quo, a favor or advantage granted or expected in return for something. Do you see what they're using, ladies and gentlemen? That's what WEPED is doing right now. You see that? That's pretty much what WEPED is doing, but they think that black people are dumb, that we're not educated, we don't know nothing. I'm not gonna let nobody try to push me around when it comes to these type of things. We're gonna deal with you accordingly and publicly, because the public and the community needs to know the truth. That's the facts. We're not here to play games. You see that? Now I'm giving you the information regarding quid pro quo so you can understand, how this was used throughout history and what's really going on. I'm not going to go into reading every single thing. Most of this stuff you're supposed to know. If you work at the 9 to 5, you're supposed to know what quid pro quo is all about. And that is what pretty much WEPED is using. They basically saying they want me to delete one of my videos which expose the gross negligence of how they packed my scooter and how it was sent damaged, because they feel that that's messing up their reputation. I don't care about your reputation. Your reputation is destroyed already. It's already destroyed. You shouldn't even be worried about that. If you realize that a customer have damage to their scooter, you're supposed to be trying to rectify the situation, not try to hide it, not try to delete it or cover it up. All right? So, based on the facts, we can see it right there. I'm giving you more information. Common law and, in common law, quid pro quo indicates that an item or a service has been traded in return for something else of value, usually when the property or equity of the transaction is in question. Now, think about this. I'm not going to continue reading anymore. You can read it on your own time. But notice what they're doing. They see my video as equal value. In other words, delete your video letting the public know that we sent you a damaged scooter, and then we'll send you the value of the damages. That's quid pro quo. That's criminal. That's unethical. Shame on WEPED. Shame on you. Shame on you. Nobody should be doing business with you. Nobody. And this is why it takes a man of God to actually do this kind of content, ladies and gentlemen. Notice what he said, again, in case you missed that part. When I initially showed WEPED about the damage done to the scooter due to the unboxing because of their faulty packaging and negligence, and the fact that the box had no labeling of up, down, fragile, handle with care, nothing, the owner said, "I'm worried about your heart. I didn't even think about the brakes," which means they didn't even check the brakes before shipping out the product, ladies and gentlemen. Negligence. He said, and he promised, "I'll put together the parts you need and send them to you." Because he didn't know I made a video about it. I already had a video. He didn't know that I made a video. You see that? He said, "I'll put together the parts and send them to you." Okay, cool. Problem solved. He says he'll put them together and send them. But notice his tone changed from that to this, ladies and gentlemen. You see that? Wow. That's crazy, man. Do you see the unscrupulous wickedness and evil nature of WEPED exposed? I asked them yesterday. I'm waiting, because I'm sitting here, I'm literally waiting for the packages. I'm waiting for a delivery. I'm like, when are they going to ship out the products? This is what they're supposed to do. If the scooter has a warranty, if the scooter was delivered damaged, a company, after I requested and showed them the damage, they're supposed to ship out the parts immediately. Not play games, not stall, not using quid pro quo tactics. No, I asked why I said I'm waiting for the new taillight, key ignition, and left-hand brake. These are damaged parts, and I'm waiting for the 15 amp charger too. The owner said, would you mind salving this first and then telling me, meaning then talk to me. In other words, could you please delete this video first? In other words, I know your situation. I know your stuff is damaged. I know I gotta deliver, but I'm not delivering nothing until you delete that video. Do you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, trying to punk the customers. I don't know who he think he is, but he's not gonna win with that. That's not gonna happen. The videos is never being taken down. And they're gonna deliver those packages. I promise you. They're going to deliver those packages. It's gonna get really hot for them, I'm telling you. I'm gonna end up getting way more. They don't realize that. Because once I get through with them, I'm getting another scooter and compensation. They don't even understand what's going on. And all they had to do is just send out the parts that they are obligated to do. But see, this is what happens when companies want to be bullies and act like they could control everybody. That's not going to happen here in America. You in Korea, we don't do that in America.